Welcome back, my good people, to Pinpoint Pictures. I'm your host, Pete. Shout out to all my returning subscribers. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that button before you go so you know when I drop a new video. All right, now, horror fans, tonight we're tearing into Influencers, the 2025 Shudder sequel that brings back the chilling sociopath CW and expands the social media nightmare into globetrotting territory, allowing this run to be sharper, meaner, and somehow more fun than the original. Or is it? So let me review and share my quick thoughts on Shudder's new movie release, Influencers. Let's dive in. A 2025 thriller directed by Curtis David Harder, starring Cassandra Nod, Georgina Campbell, and Emily Tennant. The picturesque landscapes of southern France, a young woman's chilling fascination with murder and identity theft sends her life into a whirlwind of chaos. So, here's the sequel to Influencer, which I think is another highly underrated and unseen movie. I definitely appreciate you taking the time to check out this review. But if you haven't seen the first movie, Influencer, go ahead and pause this right here where you're at. Go watch that one first so you can stay up to speed and have an idea of what's going on, then come back. Or stay a while. I'll still try my best to keep this review as spoiler-free as I can. But for everybody who knows what happens in the first, we're moving on. So it's a sequel that tries to improve on its predecessor and still plays it safe in some areas. Once again, we're following our mysterious psycho, CW, as she reemerges after the events of the first film. One thing I noticed through this movie is they never really dig into how she got out the final situation we seen her in for her to even be in this sequel. But honestly, I like the first, so I'm fine with her returning to cause some more chaos and sort of put her bid in as a new movie maniac, inserting herself into the lives of high-profile content creators and strategically using their platforms as both camouflage and a weapon. Now we're expanding geographically and narratively, turning this isolated backpacking horror of the first into a bigger scale thriller. And straight from the jump, we see the blood and gore has been ramped up a bit. Plus, another thing I like is how they reuse the delayed opening credits, a stretch that seems like it's going to be one kind of a movie, getting about 20-25 minutes in, then bam, hit you with the bait and switch, setting the tone. Here goes the intro, and now we get to the action, making the film feel like a natural continuation. Still emphasizing the dangers of social media relationships where fans, followers, and content creators become items of exploitation and attention functions as the social capital. Because nowadays, everybody wants some attention. People are out here doing the craziest things just seeking attention. I mean, man, it's become like a hell of a drug. But attention is something CW doesn't want, even though in this film she's opened up to taking pictures with her girlfriend, which differs from the first, whereas she tried her best to avoid being caught on camera at all times. Which in this film, that minor slip leads to her surviving victim now being hot on her trail. How she gets there, who knows? So it's a nice touch for Emily Tennant to reprise her role and try to get some get back for all her pain and suffering. Always love to see Georgina Campbell on screen, even though it would have been nice to see a little more of her. Her performance is great and her time matches the narrative, but I gotta say, she's still underused a little bit. Cassandra Nod's performance as the villain CW is the engine. She's an attractive, magnetic, predatory type of character and adapts to all situations, even when some of the scenarios seem kind of out of whack. Plus, in this film, she's got some pretty out there, unbelievable assistance with her activities, and you'll see, how that's played out. But hey, it's 2025, so I guess anything is possible. Almost forgot to mention, this is another one where the ending wants to go bonkers like all the movies of 2025. Not completely off the rails, but it gets wild. It's still a decent film, predictable at points, and leans on the satirical thriller edge. I feel like the bigger scale, extra locations and characters slightly subtracted from the dreadful tension we had in the first, but the pacing of the movie, it moves right along, and the cinematography is crisp. I dig it, and feel if you like the first one and are a fan of stylish thrillers, then the sequel is a must-watch. I'll rate Influencers 3 stars out of 5 and say cue it up on Shudder. All right, my good people, that wraps up this review for the newest Shudder release, Influencers. Matter of fact, the first movie was just added on Netflix, so go ahead and check that out, then jump into this, Influencers. If anything I said about this movie sparked your interest, come back and let me know if you checked it out and what your thoughts are in the comment section. I'd love to hear your thoughts about it. But don't forget to like, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell so you know when the next video drops, as we take more deep dives into the world of cinema. If there's any other movies or new releases you think I should review or you'd like to discuss, let me know about those in the comment section also. I'll hook that up. Until next time, this is P of Pinpoint Pictures signing off. Y'all stay safe out there.